Here we are out in the countryside. I want to show you real quick. This is a deer track, and it's kind of old, rather old, and you can tell the way they're going. It's because the heel will be the roundy part in direction of where the two little toes are pointing. It's going to be about the direction of where your deer's heading. Here's some more tracks. You can't see these very good. I don't know if the camera's going to pick them up very well. There's a lot of contrast, but out here in January, if there's no snow, the deer, they come through here and they eat these the little tips on these winter wheat, and they like it because it's sweet. So you often find the deer tracks through here because that's where they're attracted. Here we go. Here's some better ones. I really wish it wasn't so bright out because it's adding a lot of contrast to the camera and it's hard to see. But here's a perfect track right here. I don't have a light, but the toes are actually kind of pointing this way. You can see where the toes have hooked into there. And these appear to be rather new, a lot newer than the other ones I've seen. And if I had to guess, it hasn't rained. These tracks could be even about a couple days old. They all appear to be going that way, and it would make sense because there's a ravine back there, and they want the water and they want the trees. So when you're tracking something, not only do you just pay attention to the gait, which is how far apart the tracks are, to determine how fast the deer's been going, but you can also kind of put together with clues from the environment what they might be up to. And here's really good ones, and they're going this way, and they continue. You can see them. They walked right through the mud here, and they're very close together, and they're about the same size. So either there's a couple deer that have been walking together that are about the same size as each other, or there's one deer walking very, very slowly. And just like I thought, we're here at the edge of a creek, and you can see the little hoof footprints, and then right here where he had stepped and slid and gone into the water. And I imagine they're drinking this, but you and I probably wouldn't want to because it's got a lot of chemicals from the farm runoff from the farm fields. But if you know where to look, you can pick up some deer trails. And I don't know if you can see that on the video, but right here, and they kick up the dirt and they snap off twigs. There's a spot, and they go right down there, and you can see where they've crossed the river. Well, not exactly a river, but they've been down in there and they've been drinking. There's a nice trail worn on the other side of the ravine. You can probably see it. It goes like this and it goes around that tree. And you can tell exactly where they've been. Where they always come through here. There's a little platform for them to walk on. And then if they get too close to the edge, they'll just slide down into the creek. But some trails are a lot easier to pick up than others. And if you're ever lost and you need to get yourself to water, you can usually just follow an animal trail. And this is, first I thought it might be a small animal trail, but it looks pretty worn. And I don't see any tracks on it, but if you were going to set up a snare or something to catch a rabbit, if this was a rabbit trail, you could, string something up from between these two trees and get yourself a rabbit. But that's another thing you're going to do is when you're tracking, you'll find their trails. You'll be able to tell if they've been around, and there'll be branches snapped. You'll even find feces